Hello everyone, how's it going? So, you may be thinking to yourself, Paul, I heard that you're going to go to South Korea to teach English, and I've been thinking, you know what, that sounds pretty cool. I want to do something like that. If you're one of those persons, then you're in luck. Because I hope that I can teach you what I've been doing to be able to go to Korea, South Korea, to teach English. So, the first thing that you got to think about is there's many different ways to go to Korea to teach English, but there's two ways that I know of, and I've kind of gone through the process of both of them. So the first one is going through a program. There's two programs that I know of that I could recommend. The first one is called Fulbright. And this is actually a U.S. program. It's not just to Korea. It's actually a bunch of different countries you can choose to go to. But what you do is, there's kind of two ways inside of that. You can either go there on a research project, so you have to submit a thesis, do something like that. Or you can go and teach English there. So that's one. Of course, you have to get accepted, and it's kind of competitive, and I applied to it, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. But, oh well. Another program that you can try is the EPIC. I think it's English program in Korea. It's kind of it'd be close to the JET program. I'm sure you've heard of the JET program, teaching English in Japan. So, and the other one is, the other way of going to Korea is through a recruiter. So either a program or recruiter. What a recruiter is basically, there's kind of private language institutes, or even public schools too. And so the recruiter's job is to bring English teachers from America or wherever and bring them to Korea. So they get paid for how many people they bring there. So those two ways, the program or the recruiter, both of them kind of have their good things and their bad things. And I would recommend for anybody that hasn't been abroad, hasn't lived in another country before, does not know how to speak Korean. I don't know how to speak Korean, by the way. I don't know how, but I'm learning. I would recommend going through a program. The reason why is because all the processes and things are kind of already set up, and it's, you send your applications, you have to apply. I mean, there's people that don't get accepted, but you're going with a big program, the group. The thing with the recruiter is, it's kind of sometimes it can be a little bit shady. You're on your own, you're by yourself, you're doing this on your own. So luckily I have friends that are there, that have gone through recruiters, that have gone through EPIC. So I can, I can see what I want to do, which one is better for me. And by the way, I'm just going to state right now, I am not an expert in this, okay? I'm going along this process too. I've made mistakes. If it wasn't for my friends that are there in Korea right now teaching English, if it wasn't for the books that I've read and searching on the internet and going through blogs and different forums and things, it's all the knowledge that I've kind of gathered up, and it's kind of a hard process going through this. Well, it's not really hard, but it's just, if you're not familiar with it, it could be tricky. So I want to make this so that way people, they can get the process down a little bit easier. So I'm going to be talking about the recruiting way of going to South Korea, because that's what I am in right now. That's the process that I'm in. So this is what you do, all right? There is this website called Dave's ESL Cafe. This place is awesome. It's gonna be it's super easy to do this. All you have to do is make a resume and submit a photo of yourself. So take a nice photo. Don't be looking like a creeper. Smile, because English Academy schools, they want to have somebody that's happy and nice and looks, presentable. So what you're going to do is, you have your resume, you have your nice photo, not your creeper photo. You can save that for yourself. And you post this on Dave's ESL Cafe. Before I start talking about all the offers and things you're going to get, I'm going to talk about the qualifications. So, You're going to be thinking, hey, you know what, Paul? I want to go to Korea. What are the qualifications? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, you have to be a native English speaker. Duh. Even if you're not a native English speaker, but your English is awesome, it sounds like fluent, like perfect, like it was a native English speaker, I'm sure that's fine. You know, these things that I'm talking about, some of them can't be broken, the rules, they have to be followed, and some of them are a little bit more iffy. This is the one that's a little bit more iffy. So like, for the most part, you'll see when you're looking through job offers and going through the program, they want people that are either from the US, UK, Canada, Australia, Ireland, South Africa, New Zealand. Now, you don't have to be from those places, but because native English speakers come from there, that's what they're kind of looking for. You're going to have a bachelor's degree, okay? It could be in anything. I have a bachelor's degree, I have a Bachelor of Fine Art, okay? But it doesn't matter. As long as you have a bachelor's degree, you can teach English in Korea. Now, depending on what degree you have, for example, if you had a master's degree, you could teach high school and college level, okay? Again, it doesn't have to be in English, it can be in anything. Also, you can't have an arrest record, okay? You can't be going around cracking people's skulls. They don't want them dangerous people there in Korea, if you know what I mean. And also, I think there's an age limit, you know. You can't be 15 years old, even if you're a genius and you already have your degree. There's kind of like, you have to be like a somewhat active age. They don't want somebody that's like 70 years old going there to teach. Okay, so those are the qualifications. Now I'm going to talk about the documents that you need. So basically, these documents, some of them are really simple to get. It's all a matter of once you talk to your recruiter, they send you the documents. Some of them are a little bit more tricky. The process of going about getting them is tricky. So this should be something that you think about as soon as there's like an idea like, hey, you know what, maybe I want to go to Korea. As soon as you think that, you have to apply for these documents because they take a long time and the process is just so long. It's so stressful. So the first one that you're going to need is an FBI background check, okay? Some of these rules, they're constantly changing to be able to go to Korea to teach English. When my friends went there 2 years ago, they didn't even need an FBI background check, I don't think. This is something that's been instilled like within the past 2 or 3, 4 years. I'm not sure. Remember, I'm not an expert, okay? I make mistakes. I'm going about this thing. So with the FBI background check, you can find it on the FBI's website. It's going to have like the application form. You have to have a fingerprint card. You have to go to a local police station and get your fingerprints taken. And then you can either like write a check or fill out like the credit card, credit card statement thing, send it along. And also what you're going to want is a prepaid envelope, okay? Try to make this like express. The faster you can get it there, the faster it comes back, the faster you're going to have it. So, make sure you put the prepaid envelope in there because otherwise they're going to like send it like regular mail and it's going to take forever. It's not going to come quickly. So the thing about this FBI background check, okay, and it's really something, this is super, super important. This is the first mistake that I made on my many mistakes of going to Korea. Actually, I didn't make that many mistakes, but I did make a few. On the application form, there is no box that you check. There is no thing that says anything about this. Unless you've heard this from somebody or you went on the internet and you checked, you're not going to know about it, okay? What it is on the application form, you have to write, I need the FBI seal and signature of a division official in my background check so I can get it authenticated or apostilled, okay? So what I did, the first time I sent this out, I'm like, oh, I'm all good, I got my FBI background check, I sent it, awesome. It took a couple months to come back, and then once it came back, I figured, awesome. I spent money, I spent a bunch of time, and this is completely useless to me. I'll make another video.